I do not make that a habit. Like I said, it happens maybe 2 or 3 times out the year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. In a recent video, I shared 5 bad hair care habits you need to break. In today's video, I wanted to not talk about the bad stuff so much, but talk about 5 great hair care habits that you can practice. If you missed my recent video, I will link that down below. So I'm not going to make this intro too long. Let's just get right into the video. I'm going to be looking down because I have notes on my phone here, so I don't want to miss anything at all. And the first great hair care habit I wanted to touch on was inside out nourishment. Now we can deep condition and trim and stretch our relaxers all we want, but great hair care really starts on the inside, and it starts with the foods that you eat and the vitamins that you intake. So I would suggest keeping up with your fruits and vegetables and eating foods that contribute to your hair growth, like fish, avocados, and even eggs is a great one. I'm a big fan of eggs. I have eggs at least 5 times out the week. That's a little bit excessive, but I really do love eggs a lot. So eating foods that contribute to your hair growth will greatly improve the health of your hair. Not forget to hydrate your body. Hydration is a huge part, so make sure you are keeping up with your water intake as well. The second great hair care habit that you can practice is to develop a hair care regimen. This will take a lot of time, but I promise you the results are worth it in the end. Consistency is key with anything, and that is actually my next tip, is to be consistent. But I want to talk about the regimen a little bit. It's going to take a lot of time for you to develop, but once you've developed that regimen, your hair will thank you for it. You want to find products that work for your hair, know your hair type, know what your hair needs and when your hair needs it in order to develop that regimen. You'll also need to pay close attention to how your hair reacts to certain things in order to know what works for your hair and what does not. On to my next tip, which is being consistent. Consistency is key for everything. So once you've taken the time and put in the hard work into developing your regimen, you want to be as consistent as possible on your regimen. Not to say that you're not going to mess up, you're not going to skip a few things, or you're not going to skip a wash day or something, but make sure you are being more consistent than you are skipping things. For example, I personally would say I skip maybe 2 or 3 wash days a year, and that is not intentional. Life happens, I get busy, and I'd rather skip a wash day than to really half-ass my wash day routine or rush it. I want to really dedicate my wash days to giving my hair the time and attention that it needs, and if I'm not gonna have that time, I'd rather just not wash my hair that week. But I do not make that a habit. Like I said, it happens maybe 2 or 3 times out the year. I try to get it to 0, but life happens and we all get busy. Next great hair care habit is protective and low manipulation styling, and I do have a low manipulation style in my hair right now, and this is just a braid out. I have a few of them on my channel. I will link them down below, but protective and low manipulation styling is essential in retaining length. So if you want to retain any length at all, you have to give your hair some type of break from manipulation, and protective styling and low manipulation styling are great ways to do that. Fifth and final great hair care habit that you can practice to greatly improve your hair care routine is to protect your hair. And I'm not talking about protective styling this time. I'm talking about protecting your hair when you go to bed. So covering your hair with a silk or satin scarf and having silk or satin pillowcases is going to really help protect your hair. I don't sleep like a princess, and I would never try to trick anyone into thinking that I do, and sometimes when I wake up my scarf is nowhere to be found, but luckily I do have a satin pillowcase that takes care of my hair even if my scarf ends up missing during the night. And I used to think that these satin and silk pillowcases are super expensive, but I recently ran into some at the Dollar Tree, so now we have absolutely no excuses. They're only $1 at the Dollar Tree, guys. So you can get some satin or silk pillowcases and start protecting your hair. So those are just 5 of the great hair care habits that you can implement into your routine to improve the health of your hair. Of course, there are more than 5 great hair care habits. So if you guys have any more tips, you can leave them down below in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.